Do you have the photographs of your past, like of your childhood, or of any places, or of your old friends, any person whom you were close in the past? After seeing those photos, did you ever wish to go back in the past to live it again? I wish I could go back in my childhood. Honestly speaking, the comfort of childhood and zero responsibility is the best part of one's life. Those moments of childhood, like at the park, days of playgroup, worries only of eating ice cream and chocolates, and after school, cartoon shows on television, pampered by elders. I wish. The term wish is really complicated for me, though it seems and sounds quite interesting with no result. Sometimes I used to hate this word, but can't help. Anyways, we should move on to embrace the new tomorrow with arms wide open. So basically, photographs play an important role in everyone's life. They connect us to our past, they remind us of people, places, feelings, and stories. In short, photo is the medium of nostalgia. Nostalgia? What is it? Well, nostalgia is an affectionate feeling you have for the past. Hello there, Yasmin here from My Education My Power, and today I'll take you all on pure nostalgia through the poem A Photograph from the book Hornbill Class 11. Entire poem with meanings of difficult words will be appearing on the screen before you. So let's get started. Let's know some interesting fact about the author. Shirley Tolson was passionate about creative writing and was greatly influenced by her father, who was a writer as well. She from Brockenhurst College in London in the year 1953, securing a Bachelor of Art in Literature. This was followed by Tolson's desire to take up writing as a career. Also, she served as the editor for many magazines. Let's begin with the reading of the poem. A photograph by Shirley Tolson. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she the big girl some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera, a sweet face. My mother's that was before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Some 20-30 years later, she'd laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she'd say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday with her past, mine is her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she had been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. In these lines, the poet describes looking through an old photo album which is made up of cardboard. In the picture, there are three girls, the tallest and oldest one in the middle, and two younger and shorter at each side of her. The girl in the middle is the poet's mother, and the poet speculates that her mother must have been around 12 years old when the picture was taken. And the other two girls are mother's cousin. They are walking on the beach holding each other's hand. The poet further describes how the photograph was taken. The poet says that her mother's uncle had been the one to take the photograph and had asked all the three girls to pose for him. So they had. They had left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. However, one face in the picture draws the poet's attention than the other two faces. It is her mother's face that she is concentrating on, and she comments that the face was a sweet one. The photograph was taken long before the poet was born. Since then, her mother's face and life had of course changed since the time the photograph had been taken. In contrast to this, the sea in the picture is still the same today. The poet calls their feet terrible transient because human life is short-lived as compared to nature. Now in these lines, some 20-30 years later from when the picture was clicked, the poet remembers how her mother was laughing at the photograph and telling the poet to look at her cousins Betty and Dolly, their dressings for the beach at that young age. They would have planned to take a photograph beforehand. The poet recalls the sea holiday was her mother's favorite moment from the past, while the poet's favorite moment from the past was her mother's laughter. Both the women would think about those past memories which they cannot live again. They tried their best to control over their emotions and accepted the fact with regret what they lost. In the above lines, the poet says that her mother died 12 years ago, the same age her mother was in the photograph. Whenever the poet thinks of her mother's death, she cannot explain what effect she has of her mother's death. Death has silenced her mother, which has also left the poet in silence. So, the poem A Photograph is one of the most relatable poems written by Shirley Tolson. Its predominant mood is one of nostalgia. Nostalgia is, of course, something that all readers can connect to. It is for certain that all readers have moments at which they can just get lost in the memories of the past. These moments especially occur when we are experiencing some anxiety about the future or when we have lost a loved one. Therefore, it is easy to sympathize with the poet's emotion in this poem. As we can see, the poet recollects how her mother laughed at the photograph and felt disappointed at the loss of her childhood joys. The sea holiday was her mother's past at that time, while her mother's laughter is the poet's past now. With great difficulty and at different periods of time, both reconcile with their respective losses and the pain involved in recollecting the past. For the poet, the death of her mother brings great sadness and an acute sense of loss. The painful silence of the situation leaves her with no words to express her grief. Thus the silence silences her. The three stanzas of the poem depict three different stages of life, that is, early adolescence, adulthood, and death. So this is all for today, my friends. I'll see you again in the next video with another lesson. Till then, take a very good care of yourself. Bye for now.